Hi everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this cup sleeve. This design features a fan-shaped pattern. At the bottom, we begin with 3 rounds of double crochet stitches, followed by 4 rounds of single crochet stitches to form the base. Then we move on to the patterned section, where each flower consists of 8 stitches. We change colors every round, and for the last round near the rim, we use a darker color for the flowers. After that, we crochet 4 more rounds of single crochet stitches at the top, then make the handle strap. The strap is made with 5 single crochet stitches, working back and forth until it reaches the desired length. Once it's long enough, we sew it to the opposite side using single crochet stitches. Alright, let's start with the base of the sleeve. The base is crocheted using the same method as this one we have here. Let's take a quick look at how the base was done earlier. We'll be using 2 part 5mm crochet hook. If you're using a double-ended hook, use the 4/0 side. This is the side we'll be working with. Now grab your yarn and wrap it around your pinky finger. Bring it over your index finger and then loop it around your middle finger. Hold the yarn firmly and insert your hook downward through the loop. Grab the yarn over your index finger and pull it through to form a loop. Let's start the foundation round. We're going to make 16 double crochet stitches for the bottom. For the first double crochet, we'll start with 3 chain stitches to substitute it. Yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop. That's 1 chain. Repeat to make 3 chains in total. These count as the first double crochet. Insert a stitch marker in the 3rd chain stitch just below the left strand. This will help us recognize the starting point. Now let's crochet 15 more double crochets. Here's how to do a double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the ring under both loops. Yarn over again and pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. Let's repeat that. Yarn over, insert the hook into the ring under 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through. You now have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. With the 3 chains at the beginning, we now have 3 stitches. Let's continue until we finish all 16 double crochets. For beginners, take your time to practice the double crochet. If needed, you can start over after getting used to the motion. Quick tip here, while crocheting, make sure to always insert your hook under 2 loops, not in between them. If you insert it in the wrong place, your work might come loose and the yarn won't stay tight. As you work, use your left hand to guide and support the stitches. This makes it easier to control the tension and pull the yarn through the loops. Once you've finished, count to make sure you have 16 stitches in total, including the first one formed by the chain stitches. Now pull the starting yarn tail to tighten the ring and close the center hole. Now let's connect to the first stitch, join the beginning and end. Insert the hook into the marked stitch. Right at the marked point, insert the hook into that spot. Yarn over and pull through onto the hook. Now you'll have 2 loops on the hook. Pull the first loop through the second loop. This is called a slip stitch join. Now our first round is complete and joined. Let's begin round 2. There were 16 stitches in round 1. In round 2, we crochet 2 stitches in each hole. 16 times 2 equals 32 stitches. Each post will have 2 double crochets. We'll start with 3 chain stitches as a substitute for the first double crochet. Chain 3. Then place a stitch marker on the third chain, same as before. That's the first post, and we've made 1 double crochet into it. Now yarn over and work into the same space. Looking back at the previous round, this is the spot, the third chain, this space here. Because of the slip stitch join, the hole got a bit stretched. We insert the hook here, make a double crochet. Same as the previous round, this is the basic double crochet stitch. Now the first post has 2 double crochets completed. Now the second post. Beginners often make mistakes here. It's easy to overlook this stitch because it's slightly deformed. Yarn over. Look underneath. This is the first post, the stitch next to it. Right beside it is the second post, the 2 strands above it. Insert the hook right underneath those 2 strands. Go under both strands to insert the hook. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2. That's 1 double crochet done. Into the same spot, we make another one. Same insertion point. Make 1 more double crochet. Now the first 2 posts have 4 double crochets total, 4 in total. The first one was replaced by the chain stitches, so now we have 4. Next step, work 2 double crochets into every stitch. Make sure you don't skip any stitches. Count as you go. The third stitch also gets 2. Now the fourth stitch, this is the fourth one. Always insert under both strands of the V, underneath them. Go under both strands. Make 2 double crochets. Now the fifth stitch. You'll see the V shape formed by 2 loops. Insert the hook below the V. Make a double crochet. You can finish the rest on your own. Keep going until you finish the last post. Make 2 double crochets into that stitch. This round should have 32 stitches total. You can count to check. That's it, round 2 is complete. 2 double crochets into every stitch. At the last stitch, you can count to be sure. I've counted mine. There are 32 stitches total. Now let's join to the first stitch. Same joining method as before. Insert into the marked stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Then right after that, pull it through the second loop on the hook. That's a slip stitch join. Round 2 is now finished. Time to start round 3. In round 3, we increase every other stitch. First stitch, 1 double crochet. Second stitch, 2. Third stitch, 1. Fourth stitch, 2. The pattern is 1, 2, 1, 2. Start the round with 3 chain stitches for the first double crochet. Add a stitch marker on the third chain. Yarn over. The first double crochet is done. Now the second. Work 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Make 2 stitches. Good. That's 2 double crochets, also called an increase. Next, in the third stitch, crochet 1. In the fourth stitch, crochet 2. In the fifth stitch, crochet 1. In the sixth stitch, crochet 2. When you're done crocheting, your stitch pattern might get mixed up, so you can recount from the beginning to end. Use the 1-2-1-2 pattern to get back on track and know what comes next. That way you'll know if the next stitch is a single one. Or you can look at the shape after crocheting each stitch. Crochet one stitch, then 2 stitches into the next, then observe the difference. 2 double crochets come out of one hole, while 1 double crochet looks different. Now let's finish this round. You'll have 48 stitches with the 1-2 pattern. Count again after finishing the round. Now the third round is done. All 48 stitches are completed. You can count to be sure, count from the beginning to end. If the count is right, then move on to the next round. After 3 rounds, this bag will have a diameter of 6.5 centimeters. That's suitable for most cups. If your cup is wider than that, you can continue increasing stitches. The number of increases should match the stitch pattern repeat. For example, if the pattern repeat is 4 stitches, then increase in multiples of 4, 8, or 12 stitches. If it's a 6-stitch pattern, increase in multiples of 6, like 6, 12, 18, and so on. If your pattern repeats every 3 stitches, increase in 3s. That's the general rule. Next, let's crochet the base section. At this point, the cup bottom is finished. Now start on the base. The base consists of 4 rounds of single crochet. The first round uses back loop stitches. The remaining 3 rounds are standard single crochet. These 4 rounds are done in spiral rounds. No need to slip stitch or chain at the beginning, just spiral crochet, so no joining needed here. Just start the first single crochet into the marked stitch. Once you're at the last stitch, right here, join it to the marked stitch. Use back loop only for the single crochet. Now this round of 48 stitches is complete. Next round, we'll work through both loops of each stitch. Go under both loops of the marked stitch. That's your entry point. Insert the hook underneath both loops. Insert into the first stitch. Be sure to go under both loops. Yarn over and pull through both loops. That's the start of round 2. Place your stitch marker in that first stitch. Then keep going. Remember to go under both loops from here on. Go through the V shape. Insert under both strands. Watch where you insert your hook. Now crochet one round like that. Continue on your own from here. Once you finish the round, we'll look at the joining. Now round 2 is done. This is the last stitch completed. we're working in spirals, so next, insert into the marked stitch for round 3. Use the same method for round 4. Continue for 2 more rounds. This is the first stitch of round 3. Once you finish this round, join like before by removing the marker and crocheting into it, then place the marker again. Do this for the next 2 rounds. The base section has 4 rounds total, all done the same way. Rounds 2, 3, and 4 all use the same method. You can complete the rest on your own. Crochet 1 stitch into each stitch. That's all 4 rounds of single crochet done. You can count the reaches to check. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Now let's join the round. Insert into the first stitch of the round, slip stitch to join. Go into the marked stitch, yarn over and pull through. Then pull through the loop on your hook and tighten. Now you'll notice there's a yarn tail inside. You can hide it with your hook. If you want to hide it, insert the hook and pull it through stitches. Or just leave it and burn the end. Use a lighter to melt the tail slightly, just like this. If you want to weave it in now, insert it through the stitch loops. Use your hook to pull it through slowly. First, grab a loop and pull it through. Then grab the next loop and pull it through again. That's how you hide the yarn, then melt the end with the lighter to secure it. Now the cup base and the bottom section are finished. Next, we'll start crocheting the decorative flower section. The base and bottom part use the same methods we just learned. Alright, let's continue. We're now working on the floral pattern. Each flower consists of 8 stitches. We'll change the yarn color right from the first round. Here I finished crocheting the base. Now connect to the first stitch. Make a slip stitch, so slip stitch into the first stitch to join the round. Remove the stitch marker. Now switch to a lighter yarn. Take the light colored yarn. Wrap it around your hand. Leave a tail behind. Place it behind the fabric. Yarn over with the light yarn and pull through. Insert a single crochet into the same stitch. That's the stitch where we did the slip stitch earlier. Insert your hook, lay the yarn tails on top of the hook. Yarn over, pull up 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through. That completes 1 single crochet. Now yarn over again. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, into the 4th stitch, insert the hook, work 7 double crochets into this stitch. We're making a fan shape. Pull your loop slightly higher than usual. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then through the next 2 loops. That's the first double crochet. Continue making more in the same stitch. You'll make 7 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now continue the same process. That's 1 flower complete. 1 single and 7 double. We've used 8 stitches total. Skip 3 stitches again. Then in the 4th stitch, make a single crochet. Then skip 3 more stitches. In the next stitch, make 7 double crochets again. One single and 7 double crochets. Now repeat the same pattern down the row. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in this stitch, make 1 single crochet, skip another 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3 in here, make 7 double crochets. Keep doing this for the entire round. When you reach the last flower, we'll change colors on the 7th double crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I'll let you finish the rest. I've done 3 flowers so far. We need 6 total. Once you get to the final stitch of the last flower, I'll show you how to change colors. Here, I've already made 6 double crochets. Now for the last double crochet, the last one of this fan, just crochet half of it, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now there are 2 loops left. This is where we change yarn color. Switch to dark yarn, move it into position, yarn over with dark yarn and pull through. Hold it tight. So the last step is pulling through with the dark yarn. So slip stitch to the first stitch. The first stitch is the very first single crochet. Insert under the top 2 loops, make a slip stitch like this. Go under the top 2 loops, yarn over and pull through, then pull through the loop on your hook. Alright, now the loop is above the single crochet. That completes the first round of the flower pattern. Now let's start the second round. We'll begin by switching colors. We switch colors during the last step of the final double crochet. After switching, make a slip stitch. Now for round 2, we'll create triangle shapes on top of the single crochets. To form a triangle, we crochet 2 double crochets with 1 chain between them. The first double crochet is replaced by 3 chains. Place your stitch marker there. We're officially on round 2 now. The 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, then make 1 chain, still in that same single crochet space. Insert the hook again and make another double crochet. That completes a triangle shape, 2 double crochets with 1 chain in between. Next, above the petal shape, make 2 chains. Then find the center stitch. There are 7 stitches in this petal. Locate the center double crochet, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Make a single crochet in the center. When making the single crochet, tuck in your yarn tail to hide it. Lay the tail over your hook. Crochet over the tail to secure it. That's 1 single crochet. Then chain 2. So 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Chain 2 again. Now in the next single crochet stitch, make 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and another double crochet. So as you can see, you start with the triangle, then 2 chains, 1 single crochet, 2 chains, and then another triangle. This repeats again. Now chain 2. Single crochet in the center stitch here. Chain 2 again. That completes 1 repeat. Next, on the single crochet, make another triangle. Double crochet, chain 1, then another double crochet. Insert in the center of the petal, make a single crochet, then chain 2 again. Now the rest is all repetition. In each single crochet, make a triangle. Double crochet, chain, double crochet. On top of each petal, chain 2. Single crochet, chain 2. Great. Now finish the last 2 repeats on your own. Then I'll show you how to do the color change at the join. Now we've finished the last petal of round 2. 1 single crochet, 2 chains, then slip stitch at the stitch marker. We'll change colors while making the slip stitch. Insert your hook at the marker. Go into the stitch. Drop the green yarn now. Pick up the light color. The light color yarn. Pull it through. Now let's continue with round 3. We'll be crocheting a petal into the triangle space. Right now the hook is on top of the first double crochet. We need to move into the center, so slip stitch into the middle of the triangle. Make a slip stitch here to position the hook. Now inside this triangle space, we'll crochet a fan. Start with half of it, 4 double crochets. The first is replaced by 3 chains. We're now in round 3 of the flower pattern. Continue by making 3 more double crochets. There we go, 3 double crochets made. Each fan will have 7 double crochets total. Right now we've done 3 chains. This is half the petal finished. Next, insert the hook into the center single crochet and make a single crochet. Pull the tail up and work over it for neatness. Let's look at what we've done. We changed yarn during the slip stitch at the end. We switched to a lighter color, then made 3 chains. Placed the stitch marker, then made 3 double crochets. After the slip stitch, we moved into the center of the triangle, then chained 3 more. Now on top of that green single crochet in the center, crochet 1 single crochet. Next, go to the next triangle. Inside the triangle, crochet 7 double crochets. While crocheting, you can tuck in the yarn tail, this spot. It might show. We won't secure the tail yet. Let's leave it for now. Let's just keep crocheting forward as usual. So in the center of that triangle, we crochet 7 double crochets. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 single crochet, 7 double crochets. Then in the next center, again crochet a single crochet. Then move to the next triangle. Make 7 double crochets there. Alright, the rest is repetition. Single crochet on the single crochet and 7 double crochets into the triangle spaces. Finish the rest like that. Then we'll look at how to deal with the join at the end. Now here, let's take a look. Make a single crochet on the single crochet, then tighten the joining yarn. Now yarn over. We've already done 4 double crochets in this triangle. Let's add 3 more. 1, 2, and during the third one we'll switch color. When crocheting the third double crochet, just go halfway. Then bring up the green yarn. When you have 2 loops left on the hook, yarn over with the green and pull through. Now we've added 3 stitches plus the 4 before, total 7. That finishes this petal. Then go to the stitch marker and make a single crochet. Now we're on round 4. After crocheting the first single crochet of round 4, we'll make 2 chains, then a single crochet and 2 more chains. At the single crochet spot, crochet a triangle. On top of that single crochet, let's see, make 1 double crochet into the single crochet, 1 chain, then another double crochet, tuck in the yarn tail here. Now chain 2 again. Then in the middle of the petal, make a single crochet and chain 2. So at the start, we began with a single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 chains, and a triangle right in the center of the petal. We started from there with a single crochet, then 2 chains, triangle goes on top of the single crochet, then move to the next petal, 2 chains, 1 single crochet, 2 chains. Alright, the rest is just repeating the same steps, triangle on the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the center of the petal, then chain 2 again, then triangle on the single crochet, then chain 2 again, single crochet in the center of the petal again, 2 chains. Alright, now you can finish the rest yourself. Then we'll look at how to do the final join. Make a triangle on the single crochet. Alright, let's look at how to join the 4th round. After finishing the triangle, crochet 1 chain, then change color and crochet the 2nd chain. Now switch to white yarn for the 2nd chain. Once changed, tighten the yarn slightly. Tighten both yarns. Now on the first single crochet, directly crochet a single crochet stitch. Insert your hook into the top of the stitch. You can tuck the green yarn underneath. That helps keep the thread neat. Crochet a single crochet. Okay, after the single crochet, go on with 7 double crochets. We are repeating what we did in the first round. 1 single crochet followed by 7 double crochets. Those 7 double crochets go into the center of the triangle. The rest is simple. Just continue as before, single crochet into the single crochets and 7 double crochets into the triangles. Repeat this all the way around the round. Single crochet here, 7 double crochets there, just like that. Continue crocheting when you reach the last triangle in this round. Switch colors on the 7th double crochet. Let's see how we do that. Alright, now at the last double crochet of round 5, we'll switch colors halfway through. When you have 2 loops left, bring up the dark yarn again, pull it through, tighten slightly. Now we repeat what we did in round 2. After switching, go to the first stitch, right into the first one, slip stitch into it, yarn over and pull through. This slip stitch is just like the one before. After the slip stitch, we make a triangle on the single crochet. Start with 3 chains and place a stitch marker. Then chain 1 more and add 1 double crochet. Now the triangle on top of the single crochet is complete. We're now fully repeating round 2. Then 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Two chains again. Repeat this same pattern all around. When we come back around, let's check how to join. Now we're at round 6. After the final 2 chains, insert your hook into the stitch marker position. Now switch colors. Bring the light colored yarn back up, just like before. Yarn over with the light color and pull it through. Now slip stitch into the center of the triangle. Move forward with a slip stitch. Then in the center of the triangle, start half of a petal. That's 4 double crochets. Start the first double crochet using 3 chains. That finishes half of the flower. After completing the round, we'll add the rest, then add 3 double crochets at this end. When we reach the single crochets, just crochet single stitches. Then continue with the fan pattern on the triangle. We won't repeat the process again later. It's basically repeating rounds 1 to 4. We just keep repeating those 4 rounds. Now I'm working on round 7. It's the same as round 3. Then we repeat round 4 again. If you're unsure, you can look back. Just review how to crochet those first 4 rounds, especially the joining part here. After finishing this side, we'll add 3 more double crochets here. On the third double crochet, switch colors. Then in the first stitch right here, just crochet a single crochet, then continue onto the next round. As for the flower pattern, on this cup, I crocheted 8 of them, but you can also make 9. It depends on the height, whether it fits your cup or not. When we finish the last fan pattern, we'll end it with green yarn, so we end on an even numbered round. This even round has exactly 8 stitches. You can see here 1, 2, 3 stitches in the triangle, plus 2 chains, 1 single crochet and 2 chains. That's 5 stitches and 3 more make 8 stitches total. Then we match them with 8 single crochets. Now we crochet the rim of the cup. Okay, now for the flower pattern, specifically the center section, you can finish that part on your own. Let's now look at how to crochet the rim. Alright, I've now finished the flower pattern part. I made 9 rows of flowers. The last row is done with green yarn. After finishing, let's look at the joining part. Take a look here. In the center of the fan, we made a single crochet right in the middle of the fan shape, then 1 chain and another chain. For this row, we don't need to change colors, so just 2 chains here. Now go into the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, into the third chain space. Insert the hook and make a single crochet. Now we start crocheting the rim of the cup using single crochets. You can crochet 3 or 4 rounds, either is fine. Make the first single crochet here, then move to the middle and make another single crochet in the center of the triangle. We no longer need this white yarn at the back. You can cut it off, leaving a short tail. Okay, now insert your hook into the next double crochet stitch. Make one single crochet, then lay the white yarn tail over the stitches. Crochet while hiding the yarn tail. In this 2 chain space, we'll crochet 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets here, then add another single crochet into the next single crochet, a single crochet. Now into the next chain space, crochet 2 more single crochets. Alright, that finishes the first set. Now for the triangle, make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 in the center gap, and 1 more in the double crochet stitch. In the chain space, make 2. That's 2 single crochets. 1 more in the single, then in the chain space, add 2 more, total 8 stitches. Just repeat this same pattern throughout the round. Make 1 single crochet in each matching double crochet stitch. 1 into the space between stitches, 1 into the double crochet, and 2 single crochets into the chain space. 1, 2, then into the next single crochet, make 1 stitch, then 2 more single crochets into the chain space. Alright, go ahead and finish the rest on your own. This entire round follows the same. Keep going around. Each chain space gets 2 stitches, and we're still working in spiral rounds, just like we did for the base earlier. Continue for another 2 or 3 rounds of single crochet. Great, I finished that part. Now continue forward until we reach the stitch marker. That's the first stitch here. Continue inside with the next round. This is the first stitch of the next round. Alright, now repeat the process. Crochet 2 or 3 more rounds. Try it on your cup to check the fit. Once you're done with those rounds, we'll begin making the handle part of the bag. Alright, here we've now reached the number of rounds we wanted. Let's see how to crochet the handle now. The handle, it works back and forth using 5 single crochets. Insert the hook into the first stitch, make a single crochet and place a stitch marker. Then continue crocheting the remaining 4 stitches. Now we have 5 stitches. Yarn over and pull through to make a chain stitch. Turn the work and continue crocheting. Make 5 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. Alright, after finishing the 5 single crochets, yarn over, make 1 chain, turn the work and continue. Crochet another 5 single crochets. Repeat this process until we reach your desired length. Come back and forth to the length you want. Just keep turning and repeating. You can finish the rest yourself. Make it as long as you want, then we'll look at how to attach it to the other side. Alright, for this handle, once you've reached the desired length, this is the outside and now we're at the upper right corner. Take the yarn and position the handle like this. We'll sew it onto the body like this. Lay it out this way. The outside of the handle aligns with the outside of the cover. Then stitch them together. Just crochet 5 single crochets to attach it. Now count the stitches on this side. We have a total of 48 stitches around. The handle takes up 5 stitches on each side. So 48, 10 leaves, 38 stitches. Divide the 38 in half. Each side will have 19 stitches. Alright, let's count out 19 stitches. Place the stitch marker on the 19th stitch, then bring the handle over. This is a chain stitch. We'll end it with a chain stitch. Now we start crocheting here. Begin single crochet from the 20th stitch. Start from the 20th stitch when joining. Insert the hook through the edge of the base layer. Go through, then insert into the first stitch of the handle. Pull through both layers and make a single crochet. That's the second one. Insert through both the front and back stitches. That's the third. That's the fourth. And the last one. Alright, now the handle is sewn on with single crochets. Make one more chain to secure it. Pull the yarn out and cut it. Cut the yarn on this side. Pay attention while cutting. Now hide the yarn tail inside the cover or cup. Keep pulling it through. You can use the tapestry needle. If you have a thin one, use that. If not, just use the crochet hook instead. Insert it into the bottom stitches. Go under the back loops of the single crochets. Then pull the yarn through. Bit by bit, move the yarn along the stitches. This is how we hide the yarn tail. Alright, you can finish the rest on your own. Just keep following the stitches downward. Wrap it around. Okay, and that completes the whole cup holder.